Hey everybody, it's time for another lesson. It is a beautiful sunshiny day and there's no sign of the coronavirus in the air where I'm standing. And where am I standing? I am standing at Drake Well Museum in Titusville, Pennsylvania, birthplace of the oil industry. And here today, the place is closed down because they've closed down all state facilities, and this is a state facility. However, you can walk down the grounds because there's a bike path that goes through here. So I thought it'd be a good day to come out here and take a look at the actual Drake Well replica. And it's right here. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is almost exact replica of the Drake Well original where Drake drilled. And what we're going to do is we're going to just walk inside here. It's open. I know. They left the keys in the door. Okay, come on. I'm just kidding. The door's actually open. See, look, we're going to go right up to it here. Okay, so in 1859, on August 27th, Edwin L. Drake hit oil at 69.5 feet. Well, it wasn't him. It was actually Uncle Billy who did most of the work. And we've talked about Uncle Billy and how he gets none of the credit for a lot of this stuff. What they've done here at Drake Well is they've created a replica of what it would have been like in his inside the original rig to set up everything. And first thing I want to show you, look at this beautiful, look at this. Is that not a beautiful steam engine? Look at that. Now, if you're not familiar with steam engines, let me explain a little bit to you. Okay, this over here is the flywheel. I feel like a weatherman. I'm pointing it, and the storm will move this way through the county. Now, over here is the flywheel. Now, that flywheel weighs about 900 pounds. But yet, I've been on the other side of this barrier here. You can move that with your finger. It's so well balanced. This was actually built up in Erie in the 80s for the 125th anniversary of the oil industry in the world, and of course here in Titusville. And so they built this, and just to point out a few features, okay, right here is where the piston is going to go through with the steam, okay? This pipe over here, that's where your steam's going to come in from this big brick thing in the back. That's the boiler that's back there. And by the way, you have to be licensed to operate that boiler. That's not just, Billy Bob throwing in some wood there. You've got to be licensed to do that because it's pretty dangerous. It really is. So this right here, one of the things when you look at this is beautiful. I mean, look at how this was built. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous piece of equipment. Up here, right, wait, hold on. Oh, gotta watch my hands. Sorry. Didn't mean to touch there. There we go. That right there, that's called a governor. Okay, now what happens is when this machine's running, those two little suckers are spinning way around. They control the throttle. What happens is they start to spin. Centrifugal force causes the two weights at the end to go out. And there's a term that's called balls out. That's what they're talking about. If those are running all the way out, your machine might be running completely out of control. Now, on our hit and miss engines we have in the shop, we don't have that looking like that. We actually have two small weights that are inside where the flywheel is. And as those spin and come out, they control the carburetor or they control the throttle itself. So we have the same, basically our hit and miss engine is identical to this, except instead of running steam, we're running gasoline or kerosene or whatever we throw inside there. We can actually use propane if we wanted to. Now, what's really cool, about coming here to Drake Well is you get to see, here's another look at the flywheel. Now, you see this wooden arm right here coming up? Okay, that goes across. This is called the walking beam. We come across, and it goes all the way over here, comes over here. Oh, there's something there. Let's follow this down, and guess what this is, folks? Yes, my happy students. Let me get down here. That is the original well that Drake drilled. This is it. This is the spot where the industry that you want to go to work for started. Right here. Okay? Now the original Drake's well. 3 months after they drilled the well, Uncle Billy on a Sunday came out here, was going to do something. Now he lived on site. He was the first roughneck to live on site. He lived here with his wife and his daughter. He came out to check something, had a lantern, forgot something at the house, went back. In the meantime, the whole building exploded because natural gas was leaking up, but it was colorless and odorless. They had no way to detect it like we do today. So when it went kaboom. So what happened was, what's kind of interesting is the Uncle Billy, they rebuilt this place. They rebuilt it again. Later on, it was taken in, I think, 1876. The rig what was left was taken to the World's Fair or World's Exposition in Philadelphia, put on display, torn down after the event was over, and then nobody seems to know what happened to it after that. It could have been in a warehouse that burned down. It could have been somebody's got a very nice house in Philadelphia made of old oil field timbers. Who knows? But this is Drake's Well. This is the spot. It's in Titusville, Pennsylvania. By the way, little funny note: the prefix code for Titusville is 827. Now, it's kind of weird because in this area we have like 967, 677 for the phone numbers, but 827 was always kind of weird. And a buddy of mine said, oh my gosh, 827, August 27th, when Drake discovered oil in Titusville. Hey, we'll get you some more lessons. They'll be interesting, I'm hoping. So, hey, have a good day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you soon. Toodles.